make sure it's working okay. And once you've established that, that's fine. What you do then is prime the workings underneath with the small spindle. Make sure you've got a good load on your small spindle there. And you just plug it, pull the one end through this little hole in the spindle holder there. Once you've done that, gently pull it through as you load it in. Once it's in, then you can lift up your machine if you can lift it up. If not, around the front of there, you should be able to just slot it in there, making sure that the small spigot is sticking up, and then it loads in. Once it's in, you're happy it's in, then just lower it down, and all you need to then is try and get it to feed through so that you can start doing some sewing. Firstly, before you do that, you load your top spindle on, the main one, and if you go around there, my dear, I'll show you from this angle, will be easier. Grab one end, once you've put it onto the spigot there, load it into this little hole here. Once it's in there, you go round. Okay, this device here, which is it just sort of puts a bit of restriction on the flow, helps it go through a bit smoother. Once it's over that little arm there, you need to hook it underneath. There's a tiny little bit of wire which you can just about see there. Just hook it into there. You can do it with one hand, which I'm doing now, so it's quite easy. Then you need to just wet the end slightly, because you're going to need that to go through the needle in a minute. It goes through this reciprocating arm here. Once it's through there, there's just a couple more little bits to thread through. Makes it a bit easier for the flow of the cotton when it's going through there. Okay, so that should be fairly free to pull there. Look, you see that going through there. That makes it nice and easy. Then it's just one more down here, a little clasp. Okay, then you need to get your hand on the wheel and just pull the needle up. When you do, then you're ready to thread the needle. Just when you need a bit of a light on that now, and you should be able to get it through without too much difficulty. Once it's through, then just take it underneath the fork, bottom fork there, and then you're ready to bring the underneath thread up, and that just takes a little bit of here we are, and you can pull the loop through there. Just got to move it back and forward a little bit. Use the end of your scissors then. Put it between the loop and just pull it through. Now you've got both ends up and ready to go. Just pull a little bit of slack out. You're now ready to start sewing. Just going to put my old jeans on there, already prepared. I've just creased them over. I'm just going to put a stitch down there because they're a bit too long. So I'm just going to put that in there now, underneath. I'll just want it about half an inch up from the hem. So what I do now is I'm going to drop it down now on the arm. Once I'm happy with that, I can start to sew. Once it's going along smoothly, just check that everything's working okay. Usually find that if you look behind there, you'll see a nice stitch. You need to adjust that at any time. You can move this arm here, which moves the stitch in and out a little bit. If you think you need to widen it out, you can bring it up or down, depending on how you feel. But if you're happy with it, just keep going along. Slow as fast as you want. And obviously hems are a bit tricky, so you can just move it along a couple of inches at a time. Keep to the level where you want it, roughly gauge half an inch. You've got a pair of jeans for knocking around in. Keep going all the way round till you're happy. And that's really how to do it.